everybody, this is Dude in Car. Welcome back to another Mile Drive. I am headed to work right now, and I'm gonna make a little bit of a video here, because like I said in my other previous video, I don't trust anybody on the road anymore. Specifically since the accident that I had, a police recruit for the city of Raleigh, the city I'm building a Roblox server on, decided to fuck me over, and I don't trust anybody on the road. So hence the reason that I have to record every drive that I do from now on, because I don't trust anybody or their word when I'm driving. A little sad to hear and see, but that's just what I gotta do from now on. So yeah, not dwelling too much on it. It just kind of sucks for me because I have been driving about for I've been driving about now for 3 years, and it sucks, having to deal with this kind of stuff, but what can you do? It was my first situation that I had to deal with, and it's gotta be what it's gotta be. But yeah, I've been working on the server for the longest time now, and yeah, it's been a good ride so far. I finished developing the Interstate 40 expansion on the Roblox project, and it's been going really, really good. The map has gotten some new car updates. I've added new vehicles, been testing them out. There's one that I know of so far that is mobile compatible, basically mobile compatible, and it's gonna be a quite great breeze, finally being able to drive more mobile compatible vehicles. The server already supports, I think, at least 7 or 8 different mobile compatible vehicles. I actually developed a brand new server art yesterday night based on the Grand Theft Auto, basically the Grand Theft Auto artwork for the video game Grand Theft Auto, or the Grand Theft Auto series, and I made it into the MileDrive artwork, and it basically just features actual realistic drive vehicles within my server. It offers just a very big dense amount of details that will be seen in the server coming in the future. It features both cities, Durham and Raleigh, that will be basically featured in MileDrive RDU, or are going to be featured in MileDrive RDU. And then eventually I'm gonna go ahead and put some support, or add support to highway patrol job roles within the server, so I can go ahead and start having people that play the game and work as highway patrols, patrolling the western and southern section of Interstate 40. And then eventually I might go ahead and add Interstate 85 along the 40 portion, hopefully. But the goal is to eventually add Central North Carolina within the server. It might get a little bit too big and it might take forever, but I don't know yet. I did see that a while back, some Roblox developers were looking into developing MileDrive, or not MileDrive, but they were working on trying to develop the uptown area of Charlotte, and other areas around it. But I don't think anyone else has had time to go in and develop a proper server. So I think I might be the first person to actually go into that. It'd be nice to hopefully, but eventually, develop and design different cities within the server. The main 3 cities: Durham, Greensboro, Charlotte, Winston Salem. I mean, areas that I know that I've driven around. But we'd have to see. Because I've seen like other Roblox games out there where they've like made it seem like it's supposedly North Carolina RP or something like that. And I've played them, and you know, I didn't think too much of it. It was just like role play with playing as a police officer, and you know, that's kind of what I try to aim for, is, you know, working as a firefighter, working as a police officer, that sort of thing. But I feel like in order to further broaden those avenues, I feel like I gotta go ahead and incorporate more streets within the Raleigh area of the server, and then, you know, start inviting a few other players to get into the community of MileDrive, and yeah, we'll have a full police force that will patrol the Raleigh area. And then obviously you'll have the regular people who are exploring the server, you know, the regular drivers that will eventually get pulled over just for speeding or, you know, running a red light, that sort of thing. I want to eventually get more people involved with developing the server. Essentially, you know, adding GUI for running a stop sign, you know, getting ticketed for running a stop sign, or getting a penalty for running a red light, or, you know, going over the speed limit, that sort of thing. Because I know in Ultimate Driving they already have that as a thing where if you speed in like a local town area or like a downtown area or something like that, it basically penalizes you and gives you a sort of citation. So I'm hoping to eventually add that to the Raleigh server. But for the interstates, that sort of thing, I hope to eventually do have some patrol people driving on the highways, and eventually just, you know, taking care of that business. But yeah, that's as much and as far, I think, as the server will probably go with roleplay. And then obviously you'll have the DOT, who will, you know, help somebody has their car crashed on the side of the highway, or you know, just a bunch of other things. But I've been trying to add different scenes along the new highway corridor areas. Like people with their cars that have been stopped because, you know, either one of their tires popped, or, you know, something in between. So we'll have to see we'll have to see how far we go within the progress of the system, of the server, is what I'm trying to say. I don't really expect MileDrive to be, you know, like, I don't expect to really add too much to MileDrive, but the city of Raleigh skyline could use much more decoration and that sort of thing. So we'd have to really see how that goes in the aspect of, you know, the skyline and the city growing, and, you know, eventually, you know, having roads leading, like actual side roads leading from other highway exits to get on the highway and that sort of thing. But yeah, guys, this is Doing Car. I hope to see you guys in the future, and I'll see y'all on the next video.